I just feel like Beyonce cannot be. We got to leave Beyonce and Jay-Z out of like the clickbait shit.
No Clarence.
Let me tell you about this nigga Tyler, Casey.
Because he got priorities.
This nigga Tyler, no, he does not have priorities. This nigga ruined his life for a night. So, you would think you out with the boys, we having some drinks. You think you drink too much, you throw up, right? That's what happens, you know? Yeah, you drink too much, you throw up. This nigga Tyler ate so much fucking food.
And drank too much.
He didn't drink enough. This nigga ate so much food, we had to pull over and throw up like he was drunk in the middle of the day.
Let me explain what I ate. Let me break down the menu for you, KC. I started with a mudslide. Okay, now they were telling me don't start with it. I had a mudslide, and for my appetizer, I had half a pound of shrimp.
To himself, didn't even offer it to nobody else. This nigga ate half a pound of shrimp.
I offered you
half a pound of shrimp.
No, I offered them niggas shrimp, and both of them niggas said no.
This nigga said,
I literally said, let's get a half pound of shrimp and bust it down and bust it 3 ways.
This nigga said, anybody want to share a pound of shrimp? He said, anybody want to share a pound of shrimp? Everyone said no, and then he goes, I'm gonna get the half.
What? Yeah, that's smaller.
But he faced it to himself. Didn't offer to nobody.
Y'all didn't say y'all wanted to go in on it.
But listen, this isn't the first. This is the only shit he ate. This ain't the only shit he ate.
So let me keep going.
This nigga has some calamari.
I'm gonna keep going. Hold on.
Had calamari.
I'm gonna break it down because I knew the other apps was shareable. Now, I tried to break down the shrimp with him. Ain't nobody want to touch the shrimp. So, shit, I just kept going in. I did have some calamari. I ain't gonna cap. But then I got an IPA. So, I had a little slide of IPA. Right?
You forgot about
on top of that, I had a quahog.
I
had a quahog on top of that.
A stuffed quahog.
Okay.
That shit is fire. It's like a crab cake.
That's the appetizer. Mind you, we didn't eat all day except for we had Dunkin' Donuts and we just played golf. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? So I had an IPA, right? And then I got a fried fish and fried clam platter combined with some French fries.
It's basically a fisherman's platter.
Right.
Okay.
We after that, I think we all paid for our shit, and then we realized, fuck it, let's just stay where we at. We like the vibe, so we stayed there.
Okay.
I was tired. I said I need some coffee. But I got a coffee cocktail, so I got an Irish coffee.
Tyler,
so it was coffee with the Baileys and whiskey.
The shot, it was like 2 double shots of Baileys and a double shot of whiskey.
Yeah,
then this nigga mixed it up, drank the coffee, downed it. By the way,
I didn't down
it.
But then this nigga got clam chowder.
Tyler, you were being greedy.
By the way, this still makes me cheap because shout out to Don Bro. Don Bro covered all of us.
But then this nigga,
and then I got another IPA
with another IPA on top of the clam chowder he just ate.
Yeah,
on top of the coffee.
So KC
started with a mudslide.
KC, check this. We get in the car. And I could feel the liquid in my stomach swishing.
He wasn't even hungry.
Right. I could feel the liquid in my stomach swishing. I said, Don, we got to pull over, Playboy. we got to pull over. And I'm just bent over for a while, and these niggas just laughing at me and shit. I finally get a little bit out. I was good enough to get home, but that shit was crazy. Yeah, I did. I was wild.
Half a pound of shrimp, raw shrimp too. It was the raw. It wasn't even fried shrimp.
No, it was steamed. It's not raw. It was steamed. Steamed.
Well, same thing. You know what I mean.
What the fuck you mean same thing?
No, that's not the same thing.
Shrimp.
That shit's still not good for your stomach on top of a mudslide.
Yeah,
no, but it's steamed. You're saying raw is something else.
Don't say no raw shrimp, nigga. What we talking about?
You ain't never had raw shrimp before?
Nigga, you've never had raw shrimp. What the fuck is you talking about?
The pink shrimp.
Nigga,
that's cooked.
Raw. That's cooked.
That's
and then
cooked.
It's cold.
That's cooked?
Yes.
I always thought that shit was raw. The cold shit.
That's cooked.
Yeah, it's
and then
cooked.
It's chilled. It's cooked and then it's chilled.
Oh,
see, now you can tell who are the niggas with some decorum.
I never
you know what I mean?
I always thought that shit
I may
was
eat
raw.
a lot, but I know what the fuck I'm eating.
I always thought it was raw. The shit was cold. The shit was cold.
No, it's cooked.
Oh,
All
I
right.
thought that shit
It was
wrong.
fun. It was a great weekend though. Great time. Jay went golfing with me. You know what I'm saying? We'll get into that in a second. What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the No Clearance Podcast. This is episode
134.
134. I gotta look. And this is officially 1 year to the day that KC officially joined us
Yes.
as a host on the No Clearance
Big
Podcast.
stepper.
You know what I'm saying?
1 year.
KC, we truly appreciate you being on here.
Yes, we do.
We appreciate your
Yeah.
opinion. You know, I know.
You're
welcome.
I'm a fan.
Yes. Oh, and by the way, I just want to say this before we continue. If you haven't heard her last Dare to Talk episode, you need to. It is truly legendary. Like, it's a really freaking good podcast episode. It's some real shit. Like, you, first of all, I've been meaning to not cuss as much, but you get like fun KC on this one. You know what I'm saying?
I can't stand you.
On Dare to Talk, though, you get a different side of KC that you gotta tune into. All right, y'all need to tune into that. You can either check out the one on No Claim. In fact, check out the one on her episode. Probably better. She probably edited better.
Just
check
go
it
to
out.
Dare to Talk.
Hey,
just check out
Dare to Talk. Give
Go
me
Dare
the
to
stream.
Talk. Dare to Talk
A
podcast.
review. Drop a thumbs up. You know what I mean?
Leave a 5-star
5
review,
stars.
5-star rating. Leave a review on her channel. Much love, KC. We appreciate you. We thank you for being on here. How has it been? Do you have a favorite moment so far?
I think from Dare to Talk.
from No Clearance Podcast.
That was
sorry.
very confusing, Tyler. I was like,
You know what I mean?
I'm sorry.
Okay.
You just raved on about Dare to Talk and then asked the
Exactly.
question. You should have asked that before you raved on about Dare to Talk.
Okay, I'll give you two. I'll give you a favorite Dare to Talk, and I'll give you a favorite No Clearance.
There you
Word.
go.
My favorite No Clearance moment would have to be fuck, there's like so many. Shit. There's a lot. Oh, when I attacked short men. Love that.
Oh yeah, that was a tough.
that one went
that
crazy.
was weeks.
That one
That
went
was
crazy.
That was really fun. And I want to say because other women also felt the way I felt. So I appreciated that. I would see like clips of women saying the same shit. And I'm like, I know I'm not crazy. It's these motherfuckers.
It was very eye opening to know how fragile some of these niggas is.
I mean, the
'Cause,
male ego.
It
right?
was crazy. I was like, damn, really? You gonna be upset? I didn't know you could be that upset.
Over something like not tangible.
Yeah,
like, guys,
come on.
grow up.
They got surgeries now, you know?
Oh, I seen that. And then my Dare to Talk, my favorite moment on Dare to Talk has to be when I recorded with Romario and we dropped the blunt. And was like, oh shit. Like, and it's like in the audio. Like it was a great time. But that has to be like my top
That's
two.
funny. That's
Shout
funny.
out to them, man. Shout out Romario. Shout out Romario. Shout out to all the patrons on the Patreon. Shout out to Rob. Shout out Sam. Shout out Angie. Am I missing anybody?
I'm not sure, to be
All right,
honest.
I said it all.
I think HH told us to fuck off.
HH and McLevich is
Machiavelli.
no
It's
doubt.
all good.
Oh, myself.
Yep, Jay, appreciate you.
Hey, since day a
Day
true
one.
definition of
Hey.
day one.
That's
You
true.
know what I
Jay
mean?
was. Jay was the first
Right, right.
patron. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, all right.
Manifesting.
Hey,
Um,
if you
yes.
don't
So
pay yourself.
back to Cape Cod. I did eat too much. That was a heck of a night. That was a heck of a day, though. I took Jay golfing for the first time. For his first time golfing.
How was that?
It was
It was an
hilarious.
experience.
Jalen, you suck or you're good?
Oh no, I'm hot garbage. It was terrible. I was terrible. But
nobody's
it was
nobody's good the first time.
yeah. But I will admit, it's kind of fun because all of this you gotta think about it like this. It's literally you stand around, hit a ball, then you get in the golf cart, drive to the ball, hit the ball again, and you drive and go to the ball again. That's all it is. It's
And
getting
you
and
drink
then,
beer.
And then they got little white women driving around in go-karts with coolers on them, selling beers.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So I was like, this is interesting. A lot of old white people. That wasn't shocking because we was in the Cape. But, it was interesting. Some old white men bought us some beer.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, so, that's nice. And, they were badly built, but they can golf.
Man, they was beasts. It was funny because they was like, yeah, we was trying to speed up because we was trying to get to this event that our wives were throwing, but we was like, why would we want to go to this event?
When we're golfing.
When we're golfing. So we're just going to play a whole 18.
And we'll see them when we see them.
He said, we'll make up for it later. I was like, hey.
Y'all ain't shit.
Okay, see, the sun was going down when we left. And they were they still had 9 more holes to go.
First of all, that's actually, yeah. It was like about 2, and they had to play a whole nother 9. Yeah. It was a good day. It was cool out there, man. Shout out to Rob. Good to see him. Good to see his kids.
Yes.
This man really was like driving, and then his hand going to the back seat just to put the binky in the baby mouth. Like, this shit was impressive.
He wasn't even looking. He was a pro.
Oh.
I'm like, one day,
he was rocking one baby and holding another baby while we had breakfast, just looking out into the distance.
Ooh, that's talent. That's
backwards
talent.
hat on, bro. Backwards hat and everything. Sunglasses too.
All right, I want to just get this news out the way first, man. I just want to send love and just good energy to DC Young Fly. Just praying for his family, praying for his kids,
So
For
man.
sure.
Just praying for the best for that situation.
So sad.
It is. It's very sad.
Well, plastic surgery is a very dangerous thing if you don't go to the right person.
Yeah, that's the thing. I know it's
Happened
like
to Kanye's mom.
I know it's like a, it's a tough time for them, but I'm just curious how much this doctor's being held liable for what the heck just happened.
Well, there's definitely waivers they got to sign if it's.
Yeah.
This is my thing when it comes to these like procedures and things like that. One, these mommy makeovers, I think doing my due diligence, it takes 3 years post kid for your body to get back to its normal state. Now, every woman knows like after having a child, your body's never the same. But basically for your body and your organs and things to get settled, it takes about 3 years. So when you are, and I'm not saying this is necessarily her story, but when you are rushing to do a mommy makeover, you really got to keep in mind your body's not even fully settled into its new space or body. You got to think when you're having a kid, your organs are not in the same position. They're moved, they're changed, they're shifted. And I think any doctor in their right mind who can operate on somebody who just recently had a kid, you got to be held liable. That needs to be considered malpractice.
Well, it depends. What if she was like at the right time frame where it was okay to get surgery after having a kid? So like, we don't know,
No, it takes your body 3 years.
I know,
to settle.
but even if it does take your body 3 years to settle, there's still a point where a doctor can say that you're able to get surgery after a certain point.
No, that baby is fresh.
I know, but
fresh.
I understand that, but like women still might have to get surgery after having a baby. That's not like unrealistic to think of. I mean, for plastic surgery, it's not real. It's like not realistic.
I
but
think
like,
if we're talking about medically necessary shit, cool. But I think cosmetic, that got to be on a different timeline.
There must be a minimum amount of time before you can get surgery after having a baby. Like for a doctor in good nature to even do that, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I also don't believe
because it's not worth the risk.
I also don't believe doctors because that 9-week shit, that's a lie. That was made up. That is not medically backed up.
Oh, what 9 weeks are you talking about?
What 9 weeks?
You know when they say after 9 weeks you can't. Before you have to wait 9 weeks to have sex again.
I thought 6.
That's made. That number's made up. Like medically, there's no backing of that.
Oh,
so
okay.
literally, you know what I mean? Like people are just throwing out numbers, but they don't really know. And I understand what you mean, Jalen, but a lot of this is like he says, she says, and it depends on your body. You could be a fast healer. You could be a slow healer. So what could be 6 weeks for one person or 3 months might take you 6 months. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
You know what? I was thinking
how long ago did she have a baby?
That baby is fresh. That nigga is not. Oh, let me not say nigga, but that boy is not one.
I was thinking about this. I was like, I think low key there has to be a whole. They need to like redo women's science. Like they just got to start all over on the women anatomy because just the way historically the way it happened was very rough and it was really messed up. And I just feel like we just don't have enough information, and especially and you know, with the way women be with all the stuff women be going through, it's like a lot of people walking around ignorant. I'm not saying she was or anything, but I just feel like there's a lot that we put a lot of pressure on women to uphold these certain standards and everything like that without really knowing what women are really going through internally. And I just feel like hopefully this is, I don't want to call it a wake up. It's just a little crazy. I hate that I don't know if she felt like she had to do it or maybe if she just, even if she wanted to, it just feels like there had to be, I would hope there was a sign or something, but
Cardi had complications too because she has.
This episode is brought to you by the good people at No Clearance. All right, go to noclearancepod.com/shop. We have merchandise for you to wear. Please support the brand. Okay, we got our new clearance collection. All right, with the Defy the Trends, Be the Standard shirts, as well as the No Clearance shirt and the Superior No Clearance shirt with the dad hats. Dad hats are selling big. Okay. So please make sure you go to noclearancepod.com/shop. Buy you some merch to support the podcast so we can get bigger and better every week. Thank you. Back to the show.
Surgery too soon after her son.
Oh, damn.
And so she had like
there's gotta be like a actual scientific time to say someone could get surgery after, because there's too many of these women getting surgeries after having babies. There's gotta be
too soon.
Yeah, there's gotta be like you gotta wait 3 months, like a doctor, because it's crazy that many doctors doing surgery on people that they shouldn't be doing surgery on. Like I wouldn't, as a doctor, thinking about it, it's not worth that risk. I can't understand taking that risk, killing somebody for a butt surgery.
I feel bad.
Like that. Imagine that's the reason you lost your doctor career.
Ooh.
I gave a butt surgery too soon and killed a woman. Like, come on, it's not worth it.
Apparently, mommy makeover, according to Google, typically includes breast augmentation, breast lift, breast reduction, tummy tuck, butt augmentation, liposuction, arm lift, thigh lift. One of those.
Oh.
Not all of them.
I was about to say, KC, that's a fucking lot of shit. I wouldn't get that after having a baby neither.
I Googled it, and we don't know how, trustworthy Google is, but they say at least 6 months.
That doesn't seem like
that doesn't seem like long enough time.
I'm telling you, it's not.
That doesn't seem like a long time.
That don't seem like a long enough time, especially since, like you said, it takes 3 years for your body to snap back, like go back to normal, like.
Yeah, I don't know. That's just, and I get it. Like I think, like women after having a child, you want to feel like, ooh, you're back to yourself. You want to feel like good again. I don't know.
It's just not worth it.
It's not.
Would you ever get plastic surgery, Casey?
I've had a form of plastic surgery. And I love it. I don't. Well, I've had 3. I'll say that.
Whoa.
I had 2 on my jaw and then another one. But I'm not anti-plastic surgery. But I'm anti going overseas, to a fucking butcher to do my shit. If I'm going to do my shit, I need to do it where the FDA is approving shit. You know what I mean?
Here comes racist Tyler. Was the doctor white? Was your doctor white?
Hey, and I probably gonna get a lot of flack for this. I need my doctor non-American.
Non-American?
In America. Not American, but in America.
No, I need my doctor got to be Asian, Indian, fuck around, Cuban, Spanish. I can't with a white doctor. Mm-mm.
I'm really and this is no disrespect
only
to the
had
white,
white
no
doctors.
disrespect to white doctors out there, but it's hard to trust.
No disrespect on
It's
my end.
as a black person, it's hard to trust a white doctor.
No, it
like-
is. I can't. Mm-mm.
My white doctor is the smoothest white man I've ever met in my life.
I'm sure he is, and he does
sound
you
like
right.
Shaft.
I mean, like it's hard to find other doctors out there. Even when you
My doctor
even
called me
living
fat
where
to
I
my
live,
face.
it's hard to find it. But still, like to go under the knife.
He called me fat right to my face. I was
What?
my first appointment. I was like, I like this white man. He was like, "Oh, you think you should lose some weight, huh? Getting a little fat there." I was like, excuse me? Hey,
What?
Dr. Salimas, great doctor, out in Rosendale.
Jesus. Oh my God. I'm not doing this.
Out in Rosendale.
No, I don't fuck with white doctors. You got to think. Our black women's track records with white doctors is not that high. It's not a great track record.
Yeah.
So, no. Even though my gynecologist that I got down here, she's white, but she's a white lady who I wouldn't give her an invite to the cookout, but I would say, here's
at least she's a woman.
A plate.
I feel like you just got to feel them out. You got to feel them out. Because, like, some of them are just, like, ignorant. You could tell when someone's ignorant. Like, if they ain't ignorant, I'm like, but I always get a second opinion. I always get a second opinion.
Because you're not slow.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Always gotta get a second opinion. No matter who it is, though. You always gotta get a second opinion.
Absolutely.
I miss my Dr. Tawanda. I don't know where she been, but
hey, any
Tawanda,
doctor
Tawanda.
named Tawanda,
Hey,
I'm putting all my trust in Tawanda. You hear me?
Is she taking donations?
That was my dog. Bro. When she left, I was hurt.
Ooh.
Oh man.
I know,
Why'd she leave?
What was her last name?
Hamilton, I believe.
Oh, did you call her?
mean, that's a strong name. You hear me? What?
So did you call her Dr. Tawanda or did you call her Dr. Hamilton? Or did you have to say Dr. Did you have to say Dr. Tawanda Hamilton? MD?
I just said Doc. I just talked to her. I was like, what's up?
Damn, Tyler don't be. It's not family on your side.
No cordials.
Like, I mean,
What's up, Doc? You know what I'm saying? I just kept it real.
Damn.
It is what it is.
Because Dr. Tawanda might have been fine, so he's trying to keep his head down. Yeah, I think.
Yeah, I could see that.
Dr.
Tawanda got it going on her.
Yeah.
Dr.
Tawanda probably thick.
Yeah.
She got it going.
He's
buzz cut with the flat top. With the glasses, thick ass doctor.
No, that's.
Who is that? The opposite?
If you want to imagine that, I'll let you imagine that.
Hey, you remember the Powerpuff Girls? The mayor's assistant.
No, she was not the mayor's assistant.
Dr.
That
Tawanda.
was his mistress.
That was not his. That was his mistress, not his assistant.
Yes, that was his mistress. That's why we never saw her face. That was his hoe.
Well, anyways, that's Dr. Tawanda. Just make her black, and
this is
Dr.
hilarious.
Tawanda.
Okay.
I don't know because Tyler's response is giving me that.
I don't care what Tyler says. She probably fine. I got my picture in my head of Dr. Tawanda Hamilton.
Sending my love to DC, man. Hope you stay up, bro. You know what I'm saying?
She probably bad as mug.
Dang.
Take your time. Heal, brother. Heal.
Yeah, DC. Hey, I know you out here trying.
Prayer.
You ain't got
prayers.
You ain't got to get back in it quick, man.
Hey, take your time, bro. Take your time, bro.
Hey, speaking of black men, actually, no, we're gonna discuss black women real quick.
We gonna fuck up the night.
Yeah, Beyonce.
Beyonce's
name came up on Nick Cannon's podcast. Clip on Instagram has been going around, and Nick Cannon said he would rather go see Bruno Mars perform live than Beyonce.
He just does shit for clickbait at this point. Because
always gotta put down a black woman.
He said, of course, he said there's nothing against Beyonce.
It is, but go ahead.
Now, he believes that Bruno Mars has more hits than Beyonce.
Okay.
So
Do
there's
you see
two.
what I'm
there's,
saying?
There's two questions here.
That
First
don't
off,
even make sense mathematically.
would you rather see who do you think is the better performer? Would you rather see Bruno Mars or Beyonce performance? We'll start
Hey,
right
if
there.
it's a Silk Sonic concert,
Hey,
I don't know,
I'm gonna be
man.
honest. There's a wrong answer here.
I'm gonna be honest. If it's Silk Sonic Bruno Mars, I might have to check it out. But if it's the same day as Beyonce, it's just like
Well,
oof.
you know, my cheap
That's
ass.
tough. That's tough.
There's a wrong answer.
That's tough. That's tough.
I think okay.
Man.
I think it depends
I'll
on what
go
you
see
want.
Beyonce because I never seen Beyonce. I feel like I could always see Bruno Mars because it'll always be kind of affordable. So you know,
I think okay. Beyonce's performance.
I think I see Beyonce.
Right answer.
Bruno
Beyonce
Mars'
only come around.
performance is very much from what I've seen on television and from what I've heard. I've known a lot of people to see him. It is very upbeat. It's going to stay upbeat. It's funky.
Yeah.
Live band. He going to, give it to me one time. It's almost like James
Everybody
Brown.
likes that. Everybody likes
almost
that,
James Brown-esque type feel. But if you want,
Is he
if
flying?
you
Does
want
he
a
fly?
full
No.
out, like if you want full out performance, like you want details, you want everything to be smooth, you want it to be like it's very crisp. The woman can sing, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know what else. I don't know how you can say Bruno over Beyonce. It's just a bit crazy. Now, and mind you, I'm not the biggest Beyonce fan, right?
You keep saying that shit. And it's like it gets louder and louder.
I mean, I'm not the biggest Beyonce fan.
my
either,
top
but,
three is
I
Love on
respect.
Top, Me, Myself, and I, and Danger Then Look. You know
But
what I'm
as
saying?
you know, those are great top. This is a great top 5, or is that top 3?
Just three.
Those are great top 3. But as
we get older,
men,
as
as
we
men,
matured.
KC, I understand us saying we ain't the biggest fans of Beyonce is like blasphemy. But it's I mean, as men, her music isn't for men. It's for women.
But I say it in the sense of I promise you, I only started listening to her albums from the Self-Named.
Lemonade.
The Self-Named was like the
Lemonade.
first Beyonce album I ever listened to. And then Lemonade like smacked the nigga in the face.
Blasphemy.
I didn't listen to the Lion King.
I
though,
metaphorically break
but-
bread
but-
with y'all. This
but Renaissance,
is insane.
Renaissance was incredible to me. I've only heard like 3 or 4. The other ones I listened to her first album, and I was like,
You gotta
man, this
think
a lot
about
of
the
daggone
music when her music was first coming out when we was younger, Casey.
We was in middle school.
We was
Lil
middle
Wayne was
school.
popping.
All we want to listen to was rap music.
Yeah. We was doing
wasn't-
like,
We were like, oh, Beyonce, that's girl music when we
Yeah.
was children.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But still to this day, we respect her. But I still see her concert with Bruno Mars. But it's a topic of discussion.
I don't know. I think Bruno definitely
Even
is
though
talented.
Bruno Mars can't fly.
Definitely is talented, but I think performance.
Why you keep saying that? Did
she's-
Beyonce fly?
Yeah, in her concert, she
Numerous-
flies on a
numerous
silver
times.
horse.
Really? She's flying on a silver horse.
Yes.
Mhm.
But
And then
that's
she
she's
floats.
also
She gets, but she does that every concert. Really.
My
She finds a
apologies.
way
She
to float.
floats
My
and
apologies,
flies
Casey. I didn't mean to cut you. I was just curious why the hell he kept saying. All right, go ahead.
Because every
No, I
concert she
think-
flies, it's like a signature.
Yeah. I think he's cool. Like it's not no shade, but we're not gonna say that he's has more hits or is a better performer than Beyonce. Like she's got too much skin and blood in the game. To be honest with you, she's the greatest performer alive. Let me
she
rephrase.
can't.
Alive.
Technically, Bruno Mars can't mathematically have more hits than Beyonce because Beyonce's been making music for longer than Bruno Mars
All right.
was.
It just
a
don't
hit.
make sense.
It can't make sense mathematically. That's what I
Jalen,
was
you
saying.
just went right above Tyler.
Like
nice job.
she's been making music for 20 years. Bruno Mars, what, 10? That's double the time.
But
That's
even
double the
if,
time.
but even if you disqualify her early shit with Destiny's Child, she still goes hit for hit, bar
It's
for
still
bar.
been 20 years since she broke up with Destiny's Child.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah.
That's the crazy thing. Like, come on. Like, what the fuck? The kid is just talking shit to be talking shit. The nigga need to worry about how he go see all his damn kids enough.
Don't get me
That is
started.
a scheduling nightmare. That's a scheduling nightmare.
I just feel like Beyonce cannot be. We got to leave Beyonce and Jay-Z out of like the clickbait shit. Like it's just kind of ridiculous at this point. You know what I'm saying? At this
point, yeah.
Like there's no reason for their names to come up in a musical debate because we already know who's the goats in there.
Unless you're comparing them to a great from another genre.
Yeah, or another generation.
Yeah, or another generation because what's her face? The white girl, Taylor Swift, was in Boston as of lately. She was at Gillette. And I didn't realize that
Taylor Swift's name is not in the conversation.
Can you listen to me, fool?
Regardless of what you're trying to say,
I didn't realize that Taylor Swift was a Gillette football stadium artist.
She did sell out.
Sure. I did not realize that. So like, some people say that she's white people's Beyonce.
Oh, watch your mouth.
No, for white people. Like
I was in Philly when she was in Philly.
That's how big she is. No, but that's how big she is.
She sold out the Link 2 nights in a row. She
sold out Gillette 3 nights in a row. She showed out Gillette 3 nights in a row. So like that's the only time you could compare like Beyonce to anybody. People from other genres that are big to other people. That was the point I was getting to. So like that's the only time you could compare to anybody. Like Bruno Mars doesn't count. He ain't that big. He ain't selling out the Gillette Stadium 3 nights in a row.
Like I just 3
nights
crazy.
in a row.
And this ain't no disrespect to Bruno because I mean
no.
Shoot, they even performed. They even did, one of those Super Bowl. They even did, Super Bowl halftime performance together one year. But like you said, Jay, it just don't even add up.
It don't make no sense. Bruno Mars is a NBA stadium artist. Beyonce is a football stadium artist.
Bruno Mars still do theaters.
He still does theaters and like and NBA stadiums. That's it. But he don't be doing no. Like Drake ain't even a football stadium artist yet.
No, he's not.
He still be going to NBA stadiums. He be packing them the fuck out, but still, like, he ain't even like at like football stadium artists. You only could compare Beyonce to a football stadium artist.
No, that's valid.
Not even Jay-Z's a football stadium artist.
I was just about to say he is when he's with her. Yeah, and they do a tour together.
But like Jay-Z ain't even a football stadium artist. No. That's a hard thing to do.
I mean, what hip hop artist is though? I don't know a hip hop. I don't know a hip hop artist that does stadium.
I think Drake's
Kendrick.
No, he did it at the Garden. He does the NBA stadiums. He don't do football stadiums.
Ooh, damn.
Yeah.
That's a good point, Tyler. What hip hop artist does? I think Drake's gonna be the first one.
He has to be though
by himself.
Popularity,
but his headline, the whoever is performing with him he gotta have a name attached to it though.
But no, I'm saying, but in time, Drake will eventually.
He'll be the one to break through.
You think so?
To do, I think so. Just popularity wise,
honestly,
and I think he's broadening his music, so it's not just hip hop. You know what I mean? He did that techno shit. I think that's ultimately his goal is to branch out where he's in every genre. Because if you think about it, Beyonce got pop, R&B, techno. You know what I mean? Like you got to branch out. You can't just be a hip hop artist and think you're about to sell out football stadiums.
Yeah, that's like a different level. You have to like reach to the masses.
Yeah.
Because how much seats is in an average football stadium? What is it, Tyler? They always say in the beginning of the games. I always forget. Yeah, something like that.
It's a lot, bro. It's crazy. And the crazy thing is most of you don't even use like a quarter of those seats because of the stage setup and all that type, unless you're doing like the Kanye style stage in the middle. But you can't do that in the arena because it's freaking in a stadium because it's a stadium. You know what I'm saying? So like it's nothing up there to hold stuff up. So you got to put the stage on one end. So you're already cutting off third like a quarter of the stadium. So that's crazy, the fact that you can't even, like, a lot of people can't even, you're not even touching those numbers. So I don't know. I mean, maybe hip hop just ain't got there yet, but yeah, I can see that. I can see Drake being one. I can see Drake doing that. I mean, it's weird because
Yeah.
they
So
Kendrick,
NBA
I think Kendrick
stadiums
could do it.
NBA stadiums average
sure.
around 18,000. So like, let's just say 20,000 people.
Yeah,
Football stadiums average 60,000.
60,000.
Yeah,
That's
so that's
triple.
40,000 more people. And on top of that, there's 8 stadiums that have 70,000, between 70,000 and 80,000 seats, and 5 have over 80,000. So like you have to sell.
It'll either be
Like
Kendrick
in
or
order
Drake.
to sell out NFL stadiums, you have to be huge.
Yeah.
Because you think about it, that's like $300 a pop.
I mean, the real question is like, I mean, hip hop. Of course, hip hop is.
I think it's gonna be Drake before Kendrick, personally.
It's whoever can get the women to buy the tickets.
Yeah, so Drake before Kendrick. Like what?
Let's be for real.
Come on,
You know
guys.
what I mean?
Come on, my bro.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I ain't gonna cap. Yeah. Hey, speaking of artists, I just want to throw this out there. Charlie Wilson did a Tiny Desk. It was funny. It was funny. He had a
Very
praise
funny.
moment. He had a praise moment, and he was just like, "My name is Charlie Wilson, and I was part of a group, and we made hundreds of millions of dollars." And it was real gospel vibe. He was like, "And I went from hundreds of millions of dollars to living on the curb, and from the curb to the street. I was addicted to alcohol and crack cocaine." But God brought me out. I said,
Hey, crack cocaine.
I said, crack cocaine.
Hey, that stuff's addicted. All it needs is
Yeah.
one hit. You ever see Snowfall? Just takes one hit.
I cannot.
I was like, damn. I mean, we talked
crazy.
about a lot of artists who did cocaine.
Rick James,
Who did cocaine, but
not crack.
yeah,
Not crack.
Hey.
It's always cocaine. Like remember
Crack is whack.
they tried to put crack on Whitney Houston. She ain't never did no crack.
Hey,
She was a cokehead, but she ain't never did no crack.
Because the crack is for the broke motherfuckers. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Coke
Shout
is
out
for the
to,
niggas with a little decorum.
with some
shout out to-
money.
He said he's 28 years sober,
Good for him.
so it's 2020,
Yeah.
2023. So he's been sober since 95.
That's not bad.
That's not terrible.
That's really good.
Yeah.
What?
I have an
95.
addictive personality, so I wouldn't be able to stop. You know what I mean? I'd be on.
It depends
on that
what
shit
it is.
all the time. No,
Cocaine is a crazy thing to be addicted to
Why do you say that?
because it jumps up your heart rate so much. Like he probably has heart problems.
Well, you
Well,
see
he-
the way
he's a-
he be moving.
Yeah.
You see, his whole body got to move when he moves.
Drinking, I mean, hey, good. I could quit drinking any day.
My name is Charlie.
I could drink it
Last name
tomorrow.
is-
I'm fine with never drinking again.
And I was wondering.
I could go sober for 28 years.
Why
I
you
don't
got that
need
big
to.
Kool-Aid smile like you know you lying?
No, I could go sober for a long period of time.
You can go
I don't
sober?
drink enough. Yeah, I don't drink enough to.
This episode is brought to you by Canva. Canva is a graphic design platform used to create social media graphics, presentations, posters, documents, and other visual content. The app includes templates for users to use to design whatever they want for the free. The platform is free and free to use, but also offers a paid subscription, Canva Pro, which will unlock an even larger library of graphics, images, templates, and videos to add to your designs. So please tap the link in the description and get started.
To like not drink alcohol.
Can you
Yeah.
put down the gateway drug? The devil's lettuce?
Oh no, that's not drugs.
That's not drugs.
That's medicine. Come on, girl. Come on.
Oh
Get it together.
man.
That's a plant. It
That's
comes from
funny.
the earth.
Oh, hey
This stuff-
man.
This
Opioids
stuff ain't
come
made
from
in
the
a
earth.
hospital at a pharmacy.
Shit.
They come from the earth, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
My mom always told me alcohol is in all medication, so fuck it.
That's hilarious.
Shout out to Charlie Wilson, man. I love how Charlie Wilson's career, like, he's been low key on a lot of like really good hip hop albums.
Ooh, it's real subtle,
Very subtle. He's low key getting that check, but like especially his work with Tyler the Creator. His work with Tyler the Creator was like really cool.
Yeah,
I really like him on that stuff, man.
My favorite song is what's that song when R. Kelly sleeping with his wife?
That's not Charlie Wilson.
That's not Charlie Wilson.
That's not Charlie.
No.
That's not Charlie Wilson.
That's the Isley brothers.
Fuck.
What the hell is going on?
Right.
KC, this nigga just said raw strip.
I mean,
right.
you are losing nigga points.
I keep forgetting. I mixed them old ass niggas up all goddamn time.
Jalen goes right back underneath. See,
they both old as shit and wear
never
suits.
Up there long.
They both old as shit and wear suits. I mixed them up all goddamn time.
Running in and out of my life.
No, I like his shit on Bound to. I know you're tired. Yeah. He fucked that up.
Sang that.
He sang that shit. Ooh.
He did too. That's crazy because it was so fucking funny. I was like, why did he sing that song with R. Kelly? The whole time I'm watching it, wow.
We're looking at you in disappointment.
I was literally watching. I was like, damn, why didn't he do that song he did when R. Kelly was sleeping with his wife?
Big shout out to Shannon Sharp.
Yeah, Tyler.
Shannon Sharp is leaving Undisputed. He said, I think his last episode going to be sometime this month after the NBA Finals. He will leave after the NBA Finals.
He's done.
Shannon Sharp.
For those who don't know who Shannon Sharp is, he's a 3-time Super Bowl winning tight end. He is currently
he's a nigga's
TV
nigga.
host.
You know what I mean?
Yes, he's a TV host on a sports debate show known as Undisputed, the rival to one of my favorite debate shows, First Take with Stephen A. Smith and whoever else is on that show.
Yeah, it's kind of a revolving door.
Shannon Sharp is Shannon Sharp and Skip Bayless on Undisputed. Skip Bayless has been widely hated amongst black people in the sports community.
Nobody likes Skip Bayless.
Nobody
likes him.
So
he's hated. That gay white man is hated.
Undisputed goes viral a lot, and the one of the biggest memes is when Shannon Sharp go, "That ain't no problem. That ain't no problem."
Heavy, cause he understood. You know what I mean?
So it's a really good show, and the question is, why did Shannon Sharp say, "I'm going to buy out my contract and I'll be done after the NBA Finals," which also I believe is probably one of the most boss moves anybody can make. Just say,
I think it was the DeMar Hamlin thing.
So yes, I think that was one of them. I think
that was the DeMar Hamlin thing.
When Skip Bayless,
what was that thing? We're not all aware.
So DeMar Hamlin, I think we talked about the situation when DeMar Hamlin made the tackle in the football game, and he pretty much his whole body just gave out on him.
Him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Skip Bayless tweeted pretty much like, I don't know if he said anything about, love to DeMar Hamlin, but he was just like, what are we going to do about this game?
Yeah, that's basically it. It was like
poor timing.
Specifically he said he's like, I don't know how the NFL is going to continue when this game is so crucial or some shit.
Yeah.
And it was like, yeah, you make a point, nigga, but you don't gotta say this at this time.
The timing was bad.
Right.
So Shannon Sharp, I think, just as a football player, somebody who went through it, he didn't come on air the next day. I think his heart was heavy, but so he came on the day after and began to talk, and he thought they agreed that Skip was going to take down the tweet. Well, Shannon Sharp was giving a speech, and in the middle of Shannon Sharp just talking, Shannon Sharp was like, and I believe Skip's going to take down the tweet. And then Skip was like, no, I'm not taking down the tweet. But it was like he cut him off.
Down.
He cut him off while he was speaking. He was like, I'm not taking down the tweet. And Shannon Sharp was like, I'm talking. Shut the hell up. So that was one incident. Now,
didn't he get up and walk off too?
Nah. No, I don't think
I
so.
thought he walked off.
The one that I thought was blasphemy. Now that was blasphemous, but the one that I thought was blasphemous to me was when they was talking about Tom Brady.
Yeah, that was bad.
And
Wait, what did he say about Bray Bray?
Wait,
so he didn't say nothing about Brady.
He didn't say nothing about Tom Brady. But
mind
just
you,
wait.
I started this off with the fact that Shannon Sharp is a 3-time Super Bowl winner. 3.
Okay.
It's hard enough to even win one. He has won the Super Bowl 3 times.
Yeah.
So Shannon Sharp is talking about Brady, and I think it was something dealing with the GOAT conversation or whatever. And Skip go, oh, please, you only have 3 Super Bowls. Like, he was saying that to kind of like diminish his
accomplishments.
Yeah.
Diminish what's the word, like
accomplishments?
Like, yeah, diminish his accomplishments, but also try to like downplay like him,
the weight of his words,
him being able to critique Tom Brady. Like, you can't critique Tom Brady because you only got 3 Super Bowls.
Like, he's one of the only people who can critique Tom Brady because he got 3 Super Bowls.
The fact that anybody
not everybody wins one.
If you win one, you a starter. You played in it.
There's some niggas that played in 4 and lost every one.
Exactly.
Oh, wow.
So for him to be like, you only got 3 Super Bowl rings,
like, come on.
Skip. I mean, Shannon Sharp was like, come on, hey, Skip. Now, come on, Skip. How you gonna come up here and talk about I got 3 Super Bowls, Skip? Like, Skip ain't even playing professional sport.
They never just been a journalist.
And it's like, at that point, I can't even blame you.
I'd be out too. That, like, after those 2 incidents, I understand why he's leaving. Great show. So, like, it sucks that he's leaving because they had such a good, like, back and forth. But it's just like, damn, Skip Bayless just so despised. I don't know why. Like, he even has a TV show because everybody hates this nigga. I don't know anyone who likes Skip Bayless.
I'm looking
He's like
forward
the most
to
hated man in sports.
I'm looking forward to the day we get the sports debate show on the ESPN or Fox Sports, and it is all black.
Yeah. Well, that's happened a bunch of times.
Well, no, not in the debate form that we see with Undisputed and First Take. Now, mind you, on First Take you get Perkins, you get Jay Williams coming in there.
Yeah.
But when it's not basketball season, they're gone. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking forward to this.
I get what you're saying. All year round.
Yeah, headliners.
But they have the all year NBA shows and all year NFL shows that they all be cycling through.
I would honestly love to see. Now, Stephen A. tweeted at Shannon Sharp, was like, if you want to come on First Take, I'd love to have you on. And I think that'd be great.
That's mature.
That is mature because Skip left First Take.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's kind of, Stephen A.
Low key a slap.
That's a dig. That was a dig, Khadijah. Because so what happened was, back in the day, Skip Bayless was on First Take with Stephen A. Smith. Like, they was the debate show. They low key, their debate show started all the other debate shows, kind of.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So they broke up, and Skip went to Fox and got Shannon Sharp, and Stephen A. just has everybody and their mother come on the show.
Okay, I get it now.
It ain't been his Stephen A. show ain't been the same since Skip left, but it's not worse. It's just not the same.
Yeah, I would love to see Skip and Stephen A. all the time
back together,
and it would never happen. But I don't know. I would. It could happen. No, I'm saying I would love to see Stephen A., Shannon Sharp, Carrie Champion come back, but she probably costs too much at this point. Bring Carrie Champion back, and then
she left ESPN.
Black as
she
hell.
ain't.
Yeah, she
don't fuck with ESPN no more.
Back. She ain't coming back.
Her and Jamel Hill.
I think don't they got a podcast together?
Yeah,
I gotta watch. So. I gotta listen to it. I gotta listen.
I'm not gonna listen to it.
All right.
Whoa.
Okay. The Worldwide Developers Conference is going on this week.
Okay. Cool.
At Apple. Okay. The Worldwide Developers Conference. I don't know how long it is, but I do know Apple did a whole presentation on Monday.
Cool.
Was it Monday or? Yes, on
Today,
Monday.
well, today is Tuesday.
It was Monday. I tried to listen to it in the middle of the day, but Wi-Fi was crazy. There's a lot of stuff that. So with the Worldwide Developers Conference, the difference between that and the normal Apple event, Worldwide, the WWDC is what they're doing is presenting the new technology to developers to show them, hey, this is what we have to help you make stuff for on Apple devices. So we're showing you this stuff. Technically, we're showing y'all this stuff early, and we're saying we've built stuff on these devices to help you build stuff for the devices, pretty much. So throughout the week, they're doing like workshops, things of that nature at the conferences to help people make stuff on Apple products. I think that's what the week is about in general. Okay. So everything that was presented this week is not everything. Most of the stuff is coming out later. Right?
Yeah.
The only thing that's coming out right away is that I can remember for sure is the Mac Air. There's a 15-inch new Mac Air, which I think I'm gonna get. It's starting at $12.99.
Yeah.
So that's
that
solid.
looks nice.
They dropped the new chip, the M2 Max, which is just faster. You know what I'm saying? Whoop-de-whoop-de-wop.
Sounds
right?
it.
Now, KC, I know you had a problem. I know you had some qualms. Is that the with the AirPods.
Yeah.
Before I talk about what they did to improve the AirPods, I want to hear the issues you have with the AirPods.
I'm gonna have to get on the goddamn mic about these goddamn AirPods. First of all, why the fuck is it that every time I put my earpod in, the motherfucker take longer and longer to connect to the goddamn phone it's been connected to this entire time?
It gets old.
It has been doing
now,
it. Mine's been doing that too.
I don't give a fuck. 2, why is it that the motherfucker got to be charged all the goddamn time? And I got the old ones and I got the new ones. So I got the ones that first came out, and I got the ones that are like
the longer ones.
Yeah. And how is the first ones? Chef's kiss. Never got a problem. Never got to charge that bitch up all the time. The new ones, I got to charge these motherfuckers every night. If I don't, it's a wrap. I've been out here with wired headphones because them AirPods is a fucking joke. This is the best thing y'all ever gave us. Why the fuck did we need AirPods? And don't get me started on them little Apple Max, the little over-the-ear shit. That shit's nasty. The water stays in the headphones, and it creates some nasty shit in it. Also gives the headphones water damage. I mean, goddamn, you gonna make some headphones that we supposed to wear to work out and shit, and the bitch not water-resistant or waterproof? Come on, we thinking too fucking small. Think bigger, bitch. And then my thing is, I got a friend. Ask me how many AirPods she had to buy because they're getting old. She on her 7th pair. That's crazy.
That's
all that
ridiculous.
Money, she could buy fucking Apple stock. That's just on the headphones. I'm done.
That's crazy.
Not
7 pairs. Expert. That's ridiculous. Now, like I've had 3 pairs, but the only reason I've had 3 pairs is the first pair I lost. So then I had to buy a new pair. But that was after like 2 years of having them. So then I got the most recent pair I got now. I've had those for mad long. And then Jada just bought me a new pair just for my birthday. So now I got a new pair.
So the latest AirPods have some very impressive.
please. I'm curious.
They have some very impressive technology.
The new ones are
audio technology in them, in which it can recognize when you're talking to somebody and it'll automatically turn your volume down, which kind of messed the game up for anybody who's not trying to listen to somebody.
Yeah.
It also
These motherfuckers fix everything but the problem.
It also if something loud is coming into your vicinity, it'll sound out anything. It'll sound out like the loudness of outside noise, things of that nature. But it
doesn't it already do that?
I feel like it does, but all right.
It also supposed to help you like
noise cancellation.
It's not noise. How do I describe it? It's supposed. It also help you pretty much like not be ignorant to what the fuck's going on around you.
You talking about spatial audio?
Yeah, but they improved it. How about this? They improved the spatial audio.
You see what I'm saying? Come on, man. They improving shit that don't need to be improved. I mean,
I will tell you right now that I just got a new pair of AirPods and they work perfectly fine. I haven't had no issues with them.
Well, you just got them.
Yeah, but my other ones before, I didn't have no issues with them before. My older ones.
Hey, I'm.
Just when I talk on the phone, no one could hear me.
That was just on the headphones. What's the next part? Because I got a list for these assholes.
Right. Oh, here's one here's one thing I thought was interesting for FaceTime. You can leave a video mail.
Yeah.
So
hello, boom. Had me at hello. Hey, motherfucker, why aren't you answering the phone, asshole? Call me back.
The Apple Watch, they've improved specifically for the cycling workouts and for hiking.
Can you swim with those yet?
Yeah,
I swim with mine.
Oh yeah, I think you can
swim with it. They've improved they added features to specifically the hiking and the cycling workouts. Whoop de whoop de whoop. Now,
so if you don't do hiking or cycling, you're fucked. So you're getting the same shit.
I mean, the rest of it's
sure
pretty
there's
good.
Add-ons, but I'm sure there's
the other workouts. The way it
this is just workouts is really good.
See how Apple got y'all stuttering and stumbling.
Now here is the big presentation that they did for the event. The Vision Pro. Apple has now released it's both AR and VR goggles. And this shit is kind of impressive. Okay. For one, it's augmented reality, which means you can like all the screens
it puts
and
stuff in the real world.
In the real world.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And you're not like
I saw the commercial.
Move around and shit. Now, what's interesting about it is the way the technology set up. If somebody comes into the room, right? If you're looking at them, they'll be able to see your eyes, right? But if you're watching something, it'll cover your eyes up to let them know like you're watching some shit. You know what I'm saying? But if you move your eyes to look at them,
creepy.
Yeah, it's kind of,
but it's creepy. Imagine you come in and you see this nigga with the silver thing. You can see their eyes.
It's crazy that
this is creepy.
It's crazy that it can like track your eyes. So none of this is like worked with controls. This shit will track your eyes to see what you're looking at on the screen, and then in order to select something, you just take your hand and go like you just touch your thumb. You just pinch. And you select something.
That's gonna be buggy as fuck when that first comes out.
Very much so.
That sounds like it's gonna be.
You know how niggas is paying for that? You know how Apple got the money for that?
It's $3,500.
Hold on, you're not hearing
That makes
me.
sense.
Do you know where they getting that money from?
From everybody buying them AirPods?
Nope. They getting that money because them niggas take $12 here, $7 here, $8 here. I cannot wait to join that lawsuit and get my chunk of change because they've been robbing the fuck up out my bank account. Apple, I don't know if you could tell, but I'm anti y'all. I got a whole bunch of Apple products, but y'all niggas is full of shit. It's giving coat. It's a coat. It's a coat.
Real quick, so there's a VR component to the Vision Pro, right? Where you can look, you can feel like you're somewhere else. And
VR. We know what VR is.
No, but you can create this. You can create a background where it feels like you're somewhere else, but you can like change the settings of how much you want to feel like you're there, right? So it can just be like the front screen of some mountains and river, and then you can like change. You can
this is spitting water at you and shit.
Nah.
You know what I mean?
Nah, just the settings. So then you could turn the knob. You could turn this knob and
put it on a whole fucking bodysuit now. What the fuck? How you supposed to make you feel just your eyes? That's
so. For instance, right? If I'm looking, let's say I got the goggles on, and it could just show that you're somewhere else, right? But it can just do it like on the front part of the screen, on just like the front. But if you turn
so you're saying if I look to the back, it will.
If you turn the knob,
it'll give you a view.
It'll give you a panoramic view, and then you can change like what type of view you want of the VR. You know what I'm saying?
I would expect it to.
Do you want to start a remote podcast? Well, we have the perfect website for you, Riverside.fm, where you can record
remote podcasts and video interviews in studio quality from anywhere. Used by over 70,000+ creators and Fortune 500 firms. Riverside allows you to upload your video and audio while recording on your web browser itself. That means you don't have to download any apps onto your computer. Riverside also allows you to edit your video and audio on the platform and cut up clips from your recording for social media. So if you're thinking of starting a podcast, it's as easy as clicking the link in the description. Thank you. Now let's get back to the show.
Do that.
I mean,
I
this is getting.
I find it impressive.
I thought that's what a VR is, ain't it?
Well, that's the thing. It can switch between AR and VR.
Oh, I get that.
Everybody else doesn't have this option. These other goggles, these other Jones don't have this option.
I get that. That's the cool part. I just don't know why you was explaining VR to me. Like I thought that you was explaining VR. It sounded like you just explained VR.
No, I was just saying it's adjustable.
I know what VR is too. Not too much.
I'm saying it's adjustable. That's all. That's what I was trying to say. Like you can be partly immersed. You can be fully immersed if you want. Like you can do whatever the fuck you want. Yeah. But apparently the battery only like 2 hours.
I'll never own one, so it's cool that they're making it.
It's gonna be a no for me. Notice how Apple's making Wall-E. Y'all seen the movie Wall-E?
Yeah.
What did them niggas have when they was in the chair?
Them chairs?
Nope, they had them goggles, and they were like in. I'm telling you, Wall-E wasn't. Wall-E was getting on the mic.
Yeah, them goggles was part of them chairs. Them chairs, they didn't have to walk at all. It was crazy.
Yeah, I'm telling you. So if Apple comes out with a chair too, I'm gonna have to say no. I'm also not gonna be able to get those goggles. I'm gonna keep it a beat.
Yeah, I'm not
That's not happening.
I don't think it's really built for
poor people.
It's only people who don't have that shit as rich people.
Not poor people. This is more.
Rich people.
It's really the beta, like for people who like.
That's the same thing as saying not for poor people.
It's only for rich people. I'm including the middle class. It ain't for the middle class. This shit for niggas who could just drop $3,500 on some fucking goggles.
Yeah, you could probably find
facts.
You'll probably find this more in the tech setting. You know what I'm saying? Where you could work and just move around and shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I think the second or third versions are going to be. For one, a lot lighter. It looks heavy as hell.
It does.
It does. It's probably mad light though.
Everybody envisioned it to be actual glasses. I think that's the only part that's kind of disappointing about it.
They can't really do that because the
things you're talking about, you need.
Yeah, you have to cover your eyes fully. So, like when you have regular glasses on, you could just look up and you're not looking through the glasses no more. Like you look to the side, you just
at that point it's just AR. It couldn't be a VR.
It couldn't be VR.
But I think that's all we really wanted, because what you can do with the AR as well is you can, like, they're working with Disney to create like crazy experiences for the next Disney movies, like and then a lot of the shit that they already made, you can watch it in 3D on the glasses, like.
That's
all
cool.
of the Avengers shit and stuff, like Disney and
That'll
Apple
be dope.
working
I'd like to be
make
next to
some
the
crazy
Hulk.
shit. Yeah, literally, like it would be crazy.
Cool.
You know what I'm saying?
That sounds like an amusement park. I just go to California Adventure.
See, but this is some shit I could see like a movie theater doing. You know what I mean? Or like a amusement park doing.
Yeah.
I don't feel like this is not for the average person to be like, I want to fuck around and get them.
Yeah, I'd see that for like a movie viewing experience,
Yeah.
But like that's not like a personal thing you own. Like that's cool and all. Like I saw the new Avatar movie in 3D. I ain't watched a 3D movie in years, and they can do that. What they did in Avatar with other movies, that should be.
And
amazing.
you can also watch things and make the screen like as big as you want.
Yeah.
So you could be sitting there.
It's interesting.
And you could just expand the screen, and
My favorite thing is the damn FaceTime. Is the voicemail FaceTime.
Oh, I can't wait.
Nigga, that's the fuck phone. Hey, nigga.
What?
That's what
that's the the new. I think it's iOS 17. That's the new iOS.
And the voicemail thing, the other voicemail thing they're doing is kind of cool too. Like when someone
the transcript,
you can get the transcript read to you as you're listening to it, and you can answer it like a real voicemail. I explained to my grandma that that's not how it works anymore when you leave voicemails, and she was like, "Why?" She was very confused on the why. She was like,
I hate typing, so that's gonna be great because I send my friends voice memos.
Yeah.
I don't like
no,
typing.
I'm talking about like a voicemail, like when someone calls you on the phone.
I thought it does that already.
No, it's gonna actually come up on your phone. Like if you don't answer and you're looking at your phone,
while you're leaving the voicemail, you can read what the person's like.
You can read what the person left in their voicemail live now.
And if it's important, you can answer the phone. And
like you know how back in the day the voicemail box used to be a machine in your house. And then you would hear it
and just okay.
It's like they're doing that for the phones now. For the phones now. iPhone. I fuck with that. That's dope.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So shout out to Apple.
I know you're tired.
We go. I just want to make it. Hey, real quick, public service announcement for those who don't know. You may be ignorant to what's going on in the world. Student loans are coming back in September.
Oh my God!
There ain't no pushing this back.
Fuck Auntie Sally.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Uncle Sam.
It's gonna get pushed again.
They're not pushing this back, Jay. I'm trying to tell you.
It's gonna happen.
I know.
All right. So check this. Check this.
That did it for 3 years already.
Yeah, but I need you to hear what I'm saying. I need you to hear what I'm saying. I need you to hear what I'm saying. The debt ceiling just got raised, right? And there was a big thing about it because they had until last week to raise it. And if they didn't raise it, which everybody knew was going to happen, but if they didn't raise it, we was going to be in a shitstorm. Now, this nigga Joe Biden,
JoJo Beans,
pretty much had to sit down with the other side with the Republicans, pretty much.
Yeah.
And them niggas made a deal. Pretty much we'll raise the debt ceiling if you bring student loans back in September.
Damn.
So I'm telling you it's coming.
Damn.
all I'm telling y'all is prepare yourselves. We got 3 months. But not even 2 months of 3 months. 3 months of no student loans, man. I'm just throw that out there. Now, my thing is, I can't believe that nigga got bullied.
What?
It feel like how the fuck the president of the United States get bullied? That's what I'm trying to say. We voting for this nigga.
I mean, are you new here? The president get bullied every day, B.
I mean,
that was probably on the day he fell out.
I will say this. Man. I will say this. You still.
Ooh, that slid under there.
You're still eligible for the $20,000 for the. You know, he was saying you're gonna take 20 racks off your student loan debt. People should still be eligible for that if you already apply for that. Which
I already applied for that mad long ago, and then they kept.
So you're still eligible for it. I think that's still going to happen.
Yeah.
Oh, I applied for that shit too. Yeah. Run me my money, Joe.
Casey.
Bitch better have my money.
Don't nobody
know me well enough.
don't nobody want to hear that with your full scholarship having that.
That's exactly what I need.
But yeah, I just look, man. I don't know how many people be paying attention to the news. I know, everybody be on Twitter and Instagram.
This is very unfortunate.
But this shit is
why did you have to talk about this? This why I didn't want to talk about this on the goddamn podcast. You can bring it down. Talk about damn this student loan coming back. Ain't nobody want to hear about this shit no more. We get it. It's coming back in September. Fucking goddamn it. Jesus Christ, I paid that shit in 3 goddamn years. I'm sick of these goddamn student loans. Fucking student loans. This fucking goddamn student. They should have just canceled the shit. They should have just canceled the shit. They should have just canceled the shit.
There's no money.
It don't make no goddamn sense. I don't even know why.
No money.
Can you stop singing, please? I'm trying to rant.
Sing it, Jesus.
I can't even hear myself think. You singing my goddamn ear. I can't even rant. I'm trying. Tyler, stop it. I can't rant. I don't want to do this no more. This goddamn student loan debt. I'm just trying to hear myself think, and I can't even hear myself think.
I was backing you up. I was setting the mood.
I know you was, but I got the point. Tyler, cut it out. God damn it.
Hey, everybody, we appreciate y'all for tuning in.
I'm not really yelling at you, Casey.
I know. You know better.
Podcast. Thank y'all so much.
Wait, why you ended the show? You just ended the show? I don't want to go.
Oh, that's one more thing we got to talk about.
I don't want to go. I don't want to go.
That's one more thing we got to talk about.
I just didn't want to go.
We have to
you
talk
gotta turn
about.
my vocals up.
I'm about to turn your vocals down. I'm about to turn them down.
Guys, we have to talk about Little Mermaid and Spider-Man. Little Mermaid and Spider-Man.
Shit. Yeah.
Little Mermaid and Spider-Man dropped. KC, you watched Little Mermaid. How
And
was the
Spider-Man.
movie? And Spider-Man. How was the movies?
Spider-Man.
I gotta stop yelling, guys. Request from Jada.
Okay. So The Little Mermaid. No. She's gonna hop on the plane and whip my ass. The Little Mermaid was cool. Now, this is my thing. I think when people redo or build off of originals, it gets hairy. I went into this thinking like, oh, I hope this is not exactly the same movie with literally just a black mermaid. It literally was not that. It was very much so they gave the island more character. In the original Little Mermaid, it was very much so like, here's this redhead mermaid. She just out here swimming. Oop, landed on some land, whatever the case may be. Here in this new one, they're giving the island character. Like they're giving you the culture of the island, which I appreciated. I think what's her name? Holly did an excellent job. Her vocals go crazy. I think they picked the right Ariel. I couldn't imagine anybody else doing this. Really, really good.
She's so whimsical.
Very whimsical.
She has the voice for it.
It was just, I cried when she was singing part of that world. I busted out crying. It is a Negro spiritual. I'm not gonna argue about this. It's a Negro spiritual.
I like that Disney gonna keep doing these damn live action remakes because they make mad money and they're usually not that good, but they make mad money. So I'm happy to hear that this one's actually good. Because Lion King was terrible.
Not giving Lion King. It wasn't.
Okay.
It was good. It gave, she had her own character. And there was a little bit of controversy. People were saying like, oh, well, this is a princess. She gave up her voice to be with a guy. It's absolutely not the case. She gave up her voice for freedom. She wanted to break away from what her family wanted. She didn't fit that mold. She wanted to do something different. So part of her being in a different setting was she just so happened to fall in love with this guy, but that wasn't the reason why she wanted to be part of that world, essentially.
Even the cartoon, that's what you could take from the cartoon, like back in the day. The cartoon made it simple like that, how people would say it, but like just it's a rebooted version. So like I actually like that they actually went into depth and like made it like not just that she's trying to give up her voice for a man, because like that's something you would like have to like think about in the original cartoon.
Yeah.
For the metaphor. I'm happy it actually like gets to that point.
Nah, I think it's a good watch. It's a good watch.
I love to check it out eventually. Now, what did you think of Spider-Man?
All right. Jalen said I can't spoil it, so I'm going to try to talk about it without spoiling it. One thing I will say, my Marvel people, there is no dun-da-da-da at the end. So once the movie over, just head out. There ain't shit at
MCU.
Yeah, I mean, just head out. It's a waste. A lot of us were sitting there with our, what in our hands, and we were just like, And I didn't understand that. I didn't know that Disney and Marvel. I didn't understand that. Like,
so it's Sony. So Sony owns the rights to Spider-Man, and Disney and them have a deal where it's like they share him. But like the movie Across the Spider-Verse is a Sony product, just like Venom and that other movie.
Gotcha.
That's a Sony product, so it's not MCU. Even though they made hints to the MCU in like the trailer and stuff.
Yeah, and even in the beginning of the movie, it was very like Marvel, like what I mean. So I was a little confused by that. But I will give a big shout out to the fact that they really nailed the Puerto Rican mother in this film. I mean, to a fucking T. You know what I mean?
It's the same lady, right?
It is, but they like upped it a little bit. It was just like,
she got more lines.
Yeah, and very, very Puerto Rican, like shit my mom would say. I was just like, wow, this is triggering. But it was a good film. I like that they went in depth on his story and kind of was getting into some shit that's gonna get real good for the next one that's coming in 2024.
Yeah, because it's gonna be. There's a part 2. Well,
There's a Beyond.
It was
right?
originally supposed to be Across the Spider-Verse Part 1, and the next one was supposed to be called Part 2, but then they changed it to Beyond.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. It's a good movie.
I'm excited to see it. This is dope to see because these two the biggest movies right now, and they're both black led with Holly Bailey and then Shameik Moore.
Yeah.
Which is dope to see that like 2 black people are on the posters. Like you go to the movies and like they're on every poster, and like you go to buy movie tickets and their 2 movies have all the movie times, every movie time. So it's just dope to see that. Like nowadays, that like growing up, that would never happen. You know,
Isn't that
like,
sad?
2 of the biggest movie of all time, like making billions of dollars, $2 billion making movies.
Hey, and they're making. I think Spider-Man broke. excuse me, Dark Knight's record or some shit like that.
Yeah, both of them are breaking records right now. We ain't never seen nothing like this before. Like, it's always been like one movie, like Black Panther, and before that, it was. I don't know any of the black-led films that like made money like that before Black Panther, besides like Independence Day. But that wasn't a Will Smith movie.
And was it at this capacity though?
No, I think it did make for the time.
For the time, yeah.
Yeah.
Tyler, you haven't seen them?
Nah.
Yeah, I ain't seen them neither.
Drew saw Little Mermaid. She said she had the same sentiments about Holly. Holly did a great job. She wasn't aware that there was a solid. She said it was a solid 20 minutes where Holly's acting was superb because she couldn't say a word because they took her voice, and she found that incredible. Her acting job without even saying a word was like really good. She thought,
and that's the hardest way to act because like when you could act with your face, it means you really know what you're doing.
She did a phenomenal job though. It didn't seem because I think it gets very hairy. It can get overdone, right, or it can get underdone. But it was just rightfully so. Like the brows were arched at the right time. Very natural. Yeah.
Yeah, because like sometimes you see people who be like not speaking in a movie, and you could tell like they don't know what they're doing. It's like you said, over the top. Or, like, not enough. You don't know what they're thinking.
So.
If I was gonna recommend which one you should see first, I would say Little Mermaid's cool, but you got to see Spider-Man. Now I say this because my nephew's also like a comic book head. He hasn't seen it. I need to talk to somebody that has seen the shit and that is, you know what I mean, boots to the ground.
I'm just happy that they changed the game with this animations. With the first one, they changed the game with how they animated it, and then they just stepped it up. And just watching the commercials and stuff, it's like that animation is just so crazy.
No, it was sick. It was sick.
They really changed the game.
How was the soundtrack? I know Metro Boomin just dropped the album.
Oh yeah,
Spider-Verse
So I'm a big fan of. I like to watch the movie then listen to soundtracks.
Yeah.
I did the same thing with Little Mermaid, but Metro Boomin, I really think he has literally embodied like this superhero sound.
Very true.
Yeah.
Like I really think, and it's like I think this soundtrack, he like got the right people to do the right things. Yeah. Right now, my favorite track on there has to be Danger. I think that's what Offset and Jid. Oh, I'm fucking up. JID. And it was that's my favorite track so far. But the whole shit go crazy, like to the point where you can feel like you're in the like the movie. It was really good.
My favorite song is Calling.
I just want to say that's a
good one.
That's a great take you just made. He literally for the past 2-3 years he done superheroes, all heroes wear capes, superheroes,
that's his shit.
Villains, and then he drops the daggone Spider. My goodness.
Yeah, we got to give him his flowers. He's killing it.
Yeah, that's.
And
that's
I will say,
Annihilate's a good song too.
Oh, but that's doing really well right now. I think that's the top one.
That's the theme song for the movie, I believe.
Yeah, I mean, Lil Wayne's verse on there was like, I mean, my thing is, I was thinking about the soundtrack for Black Panther, right?
Yep.
And I know I shouldn't compare, but just thinking about
which Black
the first one. You're talking about the first one, right?
The first one. That Kendrick didn't do both. I think he only did the first one.
He only did the first one. Yeah.
He only did the first one. I don't know who did the second one.
Kendrick's shit was dope too. I really like how hip hop is coming into cinema. Like it does coming back. Let me rephrase.
Yeah.
It doesn't, but it doesn't feel forced.
Yeah.
It very much so felt like Metro literally, I don't know if he was able to, but it's like he watched the scenes and he was like, nah, this is what I'm feeling.
Oh, they definitely let him watch that movie.
Yeah, I mean, because it was so good.
Yeah.
I mean, down to the like, and at the end of each song, he has like the little snippet from the movie. But it's like, fuck, like that goes perfectly with that scene.
The movie is just incredible. They got this 12-year-old kid. There's like apparently there's a Lego sequence in the movie. It was like this 12-year-old kid did it.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah,
it's like a very small like part.
Yeah, but this 12-year-old kid did it. Like there's like they were saying like Spider-Punk, that character took almost 3 years just to animate everything it did in the movie.
Really?
Yeah,
animation game is
it's crazy.
No,
like
I'm telling you, y'all are gonna
put into it.
Y'all are gonna appreciate it because I mean, and they're going back and forth. Yeah. So it's not like it's one animation the whole movie. You're going in and out of different styles. Mm-hmm.
Which is crazy. That's how the first one was too. A bunch of different styles because the other Spider-Man was coming into the world.
Yes, but I think I like this one better. It's more of a seamless transition. Yeah, it doesn't feel so choppy, if that makes sense.
Yeah, this is exciting.
Yeah, y'all gotta watch it.
They really changed the game for animation. This movie made way more money its first weekend than the last one. It made like 11 million more.
Wow, Jesus
I hope
Christ.
so.
Yeah.
I don't think you get that success if it's not for the first one.
Yeah.
Because
but you wanted to surpass the first one.
And they're saying it's better than the first one.
It is.
That's what the sequels are supposed to be.
Yeah,
it is.
Sadly,
it is.
some of them ain't, but no, that's what's up. That's how
y'all gotta watch it.
All right, baby.
Yeah, I want to see it this weekend. I don't care what happens. I'm going to see this movie.
Yeah, that's your
Nothing
homework.
is stopping me. I will go by myself. I do not care.
I go to the movies by myself all the time. It's
I
really
love it.
relaxing.
It's my favorite pastime.
Me too.
Man.
I haven't done it in a while, but it's my favorite pastime.
It is. It's very. It's cool. It's cool. I mean, shoot. Let me stop. I ain't gonna say nothing.
Can I close this out?
Go ahead.
I know.
Oh my gosh.
You're tired of paying. Find your note. Where you at, Ty?
Okay, I got you. Go ahead, Casey. Go ahead.
I know. Look at.
I'm gonna just give you that reverb. I got you.
Can we go?
Go ahead.
Can we end
Come
this?
on, Casey. All
right, one more. With nobody to love. Hey. Come on, mixtape.
You got no money to pay.
Come on, close it out. Come on, end it on a good note.
I know.
Hey.
You got
Casey,
all right.
no money. End it on a good note so I can go and take a nap.
All right, y'all. As always, we appreciate it. Make sure you are dropping those 5 stars. Drop a review. Show us some love. If you are interested on being on said podcast, DM us, hit us up, let us know. We're looking for some guests.
Let's do it.
Are
hey,
we?
Yes,
we're always looking for guests. We're always looking for guests. Let us know if you got something you want to say. Come on,
promote,
podcast,
say something, shit like
all
that.
All right, y'all. This is No Cringe Podcast. Appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. Stay black.
Stay blessed.
Peace.